Drink Dick Turpin's health." Upon which he mounted his mare and walked her easily down the hill. "And so that be Dick Turpin folks talk so much about," soliloquized the lad, looking curiously after him. "Well, he's as civil speaking a chap as needs be, blow my boots if he ain't. And if I'd a notion it were he, I'd a pulled up at first call, without more ado. Nothing like experience. I shall know better another time," added he, pocketing the douceur. Rushing swiftly down the hill, Luke tarried at the river's brink, to sprinkle some of the cool element upon the pale brow of Eleanor. As he beheld her in his arms, thoughts which he fain would have stifled in their birth took possession of his heart. "Would she were mine," murmured he. "Yet no, the wish is unworthy." But that wish returned unbidden. Eleanor opened her eyes. She was still too weak to walk without support, and Luke, raising her once more in his arms, and motioning Mrs. Mowbray to follow, crossed the brook by means of stepping stones, and conducted his charge along a bypath towards the priory, so as to avoid meeting with the crew assembled upon the green. They had gained one of the roofless halls when he encountered Balthazar. Astonished at the sight of the party, the patrico was about to address the priest as an acquaintance, when his more orthodox brother raised his finger to his lips in token of caution. The action passed unobserved. "Hie thee to Sybil," said Luke to the patrico. "Bid her haste hither. Say that this maiden, that Miss Mowbray, is here, and requires her aid. Fly, I will bear her to the refectory." As Balthazar passed the priest, he pointed with a significant glance towards a chasm in the wall, which seemed to be an opening to some subterraneous chamber. The father again made a gesture of silence, and Balthazar hastened upon his mission. Luke led them to the refectory. He brought a chair for Eleanor's support, but so far from reviving, after such attention as could be afforded her, she appeared to become weaker. He was about to issue forth in search of Sybil, when to his surprise he found the door fastened. "You cannot pass this way," said a voice, which Luke instantly recognized as that of the Knight of Malta. "Not pass!" echoed Luke. "What does this mean?" "Our orders are from the queen," returned the knight. At this instant the low tone of a muffled bell was heard. "Ha!" exclaimed Luke, "some danger is at hand." His heart smote him as he thought of Sybil, and he looked anxiously towards Eleanor. Balthazar rushed into the room. "Where is Sybil?" cried Luke. "Will she not come?" "She will be here anon," answered the patrico. "I will seek her myself, then," said Luke. "The door by which you entered is free." "It is not free," replied Balthazar. "Remain where you are." "Who will prevent my going forth?" demanded Luke, sternly. "I will," said Barbara Lovel, as she suddenly appeared in the doorway. "You stir not, excepting at my pleasure. Where is the maiden?" continued she, looking around with a grim smile of satisfaction at the consternation produced by her appearance. "Ha! I see, she faints. Here is a cordial that shall revive her. Mrs. Mowbray, you are welcome to the gipsy's dwelling, you and your daughter. And you, Sir Luke Rookwood, I congratulate you upon your accession of dignity." Turning to the priest, who was evidently overwhelmed with confusion, she exclaimed, "And you too, sir? Think you I recognize you not? We have met ere this at Rookwood. Know you not Barbara Lovel? Ah, it is long since my poor dwelling has been so highly honored. But I must not delay the remedy. Let her drink of this," said she, handing a phial to Mrs. Mowbray. "It will instantly restore her." "It is poison," cried Luke. "She shall not drink it." "Poison!" reiterated Barbara. "Behold!" and she drank of the liquid. "I would not poison your bride," added she, returning to Luke. "My bride?" echoed Luke. "Ay, your bride," repeated Barbara. Luke recoiled in amazement. Mrs. Mowbray almost felt inclined to believe she was a dreamer, so visionary did the whole scene appear. A dense crowd of witnesses stood at the entrance. Foremost amongst them was the sexton. Suddenly a shriek was heard, and the crowd opening to allow her passage, Sybil rushed forward. End of Chapter 6, Book 3.